Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Faisa from class D and from group 7. I will explain about the reading business correspondence. In the professional world, business correspondence plays a crucial role in ensuring clear and effective communication. Business correspondence includes letters, emails, memos, reports, and other documents used from official communication within or between organizations. Reading business correspondence accurately is essential for understanding introductions, making decisions, preparing for meetings, and responding appropriately. Inadequate understanding can lead to miscommunication, delays, and errors in business processes. Therefore, mastering the skill of reading business correspondence is fundamental for students, professionals, and anyone preparing to enter the corporate world. There are answers to problem statements. Number 1. What is the definition and scope of business correspondence? Business correspondence is any written communication exchange in a professional context to share information, make requests, or express decisions. It includes letters, emails, memos, reports, and proposals that help maintain smooth business operations and relationships. Number 2. What are the types of business correspondence commonly used in professional settings? The main types are business letters for formal communication such as inquiries, offers, or complaints. Memos for quick internal communication within an organization. Emails, the most common and efficient way to exchange information digitally. Number 3. How is the general structure of business correspondence organized? A well-organized business correspondence include letterhead, date, recipients, address, solicitation, and the body or introduction, main points, and closing statement. Number 4. What techniques can be applied to read business correspondence effectively? Use skimming to get the main idea, scanning to find key details, and intensive reading to fully understand the message. Number 5. What common mistakes occur when reading or writing business correspondence? Frequent mistakes include using informal language, making grammar or spelling errors, and writing without a clear structure or purpose. 6. What are the benefits of reading business correspondence correctly? Reading and writing business correspondence correctly improve professional communication, prevent misunderstandings, and ensure effective and timely decision making in the workplace. Explanation of objectives. Number 1. To explain the concept and importance of business correspondence. The primary objective of this paper is to provide a clear understanding of the concept, function, and significance of business correspondence in professional settings. Number 2. To identify and describe the types of business correspondence. This paper aims to introduce various forms of business correspondence, such as inquiry, letters, offers, memos, business emails, reports, and proposals. Number 3. To outline the general structure of business correspondence. Another objective is to explain the essential components of business correspondence, including letterhead, date, address, body, and signature.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. My name is Arisyana Sarati from class C. And as the second presenter, I would like to explain the topic business correspondence. The material consists of two main parts, the definition and the types of business correspondence. Business correspondence is the formal written communication conducted between individual, teams, or organizations to exchange information, make requests, or convey education within a professional context. It can take many forms, such as letters, emails, memo, and reports aimed serving a specific functions. Specific functions. Effective business correspondence ensure that messages are understood, reduce miscommunication, and enhance organizational efficiency. For example, a company may send an email to confirm the detail of a contract negotiation with a partner, while an internal memo could instruct employees about a new company policy. The clarity, tone, and structure of the correspondence directly impact the professional relationship and operational outcomes. Furthermore, business correspondence can be categorized into several key types, each with its own purpose. 1. Official letters, which are formal letters for external parties such as clients, partners, or government actions, including business proposal, request letters, complaint letters, and confirmation letters. 2. Internal memo, used within an organization to inform or instruct employees concisely. 3. Emails, the most common modern communication method used both internally and externally with a professional tone and format. 4. Reports, documents that analyze data, provide updates, or present findings, often supported by tables or charts. And 5. Proposal and contracts, where proposals suggest project or business initiative, while contract formalize agreements and include legally binding terms for both parties.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dewi Celsia Alfianita from Group 7. I will continue with the next material, namely the general structure of business correspondence. Business correspondence typically has a standard structure of facilitate professional and effective communication. Main components: Number 1. Sender's address of letterhead, usually printed at the top of letter and contains and company name, address, and contact details. Number 2. Date. The date the letter was written, important for reference and documentation. Number 3. Recipient's address. The complete address of the intended person or company. Number 4. Salutation. A formal greeting such as "Dear Sir" or "Dear Mr." last name, to show courtesy. Number 5. Body of the letter. The main section that explains the purpose of the letter, which can consist of several paragraphs. Opening paragraph introduces the purpose of the letter. Main paragraphs explains the detailed information. Closing paragraph consults with expressions or follow-up actions. Number 6. Closing and signature. A formal closing like sincerely, followed by the sender's signature and printed name. Number 7. Enclosures. If other documents are attached, they are mentioned here. Effective reading techniques for business correspondence. Appropriate reading technique help in better understanding and responding to business letters. Reading technique. Number 1. Skimming. Gliding through the text quickly to understand the main topic. Purpose: to get a general overview without reading the entire content. Number 2. Scanning. Looking for specific information like names, dates, or numbers. Useful for finding important data quickly. Number 3. Detailed reading. Reading carefully to understand the intent and context. Number 4. Note taking. Writing down key points for reference. Number 5. Critical reading. Assessing the credibility, reference, and accuracy of the information. Application examples. Quotation letter. A clear structure helps the reader the business proposal. Cover letter must be professional and follow the correct format. Why it is important? Effective communication help in conveying and understanding business message clearly. Professionalism demonstrates the seriousness and professionalism of a company.
I'm Mulandari from Class C, and we'll continue the conclusion and suggestions sections. Part closure, conclusion. Conclusion based on the discussion in chapter 2, it can be concluded that business correspondence is a vital element of professional communication, serving as a means for exchanging information, delivering decisions, and managing business relationship effectively. Business or respondents is not limited to letters of email. It also includes memos, reports, proposal, and contracts such wide specific purpose and formats. Understanding these types uh, of correspondence is essential to assertively interpret message and take appropriate action. A clear and consistent structure in business correspondence helps reader identify key information, determine necessary action, and minimize the risk of misunderstanding. Applying effective reading techniques such as scanning, detail reading, note-taking, critical reading, and cross-referencing enable readers to comprehend these documents thoroughly, efficiently, and strategically. Moreover, the ability to read business or respondents significantly impacts professional development enhancing analytical skill, attention to details, and the ability to respond appropriately in business situations. Students and professionals who master reading and understanding business correspondence are better prepared for meetings, regulation, or decision-making process. Overall, reading business or correspondence is not merely a reading activity. It is strategy process that support decision making valid professional relationship enhances credibility and contributes to both organizational and individual success in the business environment. This skill is key today's modern workplace, where fast projects and professional communication is demanded. Part suggestion. Based on the conclusion above, several suggestions for improving the ability to read and utilize business or respondents effectively are as follows: enhance reading and any analytical skills. Student and professionals should practice reading various types of business correspondence, including critical letters, memos, emails, report, proposal, and contracts. This practice will help understand context, purpose, and key information within the documents. Effective reading techniques use skimming to get a general overview, scanning to find specific information, detailed reading to fully understand content and context, and critical reading to evaluate stability and relevance. Pay attention to structure and format. Always consider the format, layout, and language asset in business correspondence. Nice to ensure message are clear, professional, and easily understood by the recipients. Okay, sekian dari saya. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.